Okay. We're back at the league thing with apparently a bad 2-5, but yeah. Here we're in a match against Yuri, Kamoma. I don't know, I say Yuri in chat and I don't know if that's like terribly awful or something, but anyways, yeah, I'm still in a situation where I need to be winning some games this season. I guess there's like Dungeon Hound for draw, that's alright. Poet, some Exorcist stuff. I'm guessing you're probably gonna want to work with like one ghost or a pair of ghosts. I don't know exactly how that happens, or if the board's just too fast with Flourishing Trade. It's Poet, yeah, that's totally gonna happen. Board might just be too fast with Flourishing Trade for that, or you might just work, Exorcist Silk Merchant for your village. Flourishing Trade's the cost reduction one, so, it can be kinda, I don't know, difficult to build big when a deck that's just going after provinces has to be hitting 7, rather than 8. And on this board, like, the way you build really big is Ghost, and that just seems so out of the way. But I guess we'll see what happens. I think the Hound is clear. The temptation is always to take like a Silk Merchant with it. Like, Silk Merchant's a good card, although I think I might go after Exorcist instead. Just considering, like, I'd really like to be opening Silk Merchant Exorcist. That would be more ideal. If I had the 3/4, probably like Silver Silk Merchant. There's no real, I don't think there's a huge incentive to hit 5 here. Just looking at these things. So that's pushing me a little bit less towards Silk Merchant and a little bit more towards Exorcist, just that we have a little bit more time to, I don't know, ramp things up, so to speak. I don't see that there's a huge point in trying to go up and hit 5. Now, speaking of going up and hitting 5, apparently I've done it. I guess this just ends up being a Silk Merchant. Oh, you could have actually Maelstrom'd there, 2 estates out. I don't know if that's any good. But anyways, we'll take a Silk Merchant. I don't know if I want to, I guess I want to take the dungeon here. I would be thrilled if you Maelstrom. I don't know that I'll be thrilled if you clear out 3 estates, but actually I'll be pretty unthrilled if you clear out 3 estates. I'm guessing that's what's about to happen. Actually, no, you played the coppers 1 by 1, so there's probably a copper in there. Anyways, I'm not feeling good at all about this game, especially considering this turn from you. You're just like getting, all of these things you might want going on already. So it doesn't exactly seem great over on this side, right? I guess I'll buy dungeon here. I'm gonna hit 3. Start getting this Hound, discarded instead of whatever it is I'm trying to do with them. Like turn the dungeons into draw is the idea, or most of the idea. I don't know where this decision's coming from. Like, if you're not Maelstroming, what are you doing? Hound Dungeon? Probably not. Silk Merchant? Maybe. If I, disconnected, I don't think so. Exorcist Hound. It was decided. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a dungeon here. I don't think another Hound is particularly amazing, and I think I do want to be buying something. Seeing both of these right now is a really, really nice thing, especially with that. I'll pick up a second dungeon. We're fairly, I don't know if we're likely to find it next turn, but like Dungeon Wisp here seems quite good. I guess the bigger decision for me is going to be on this turn whether to discard this Hound. Maybe. Given that I found this dungeon, I guess we'll skip it for now. I'm probably going to want to play Silk first. It'll burn the Villager, but I'm buying Silk this turn anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Right. Okay. Found the Wisp. That was the main target. Okay, buy our Silk Merchant. Get our last Wisp. Amazing. I'm just going to produce a little bit of draw using the Hound. Oh, if somebody has the Hound thing, you can like double Maelstrom them later into the game. That's kind of intimidating. Look at us get through this deck. This is amazing. Alright, so we're probably exorcisting the Silk Merchant. What do we want to do otherwise? Poet is really good with Flourishing Trade. I may want to start picking up some of those. Like they self-draw. So that seems quite appealing. I probably need to get a bit more money into the deck. Maybe that looks like, I don't know, silver. Seems okay. I don't want to play all of them. I'm going to just go Poet Silver here. I'd especially like to get the Flourishing Trade, I guess, going on my own turn. But at the same time, I feel like I do need to build up this payload a little bit. We'll do something like that. I'm not sure. I'm kind of tempted to keep the plus buy around, but okay, so I'll get Flourishing Trade on my turn. That's a good thing. I mean, assuming everything works out, which I think it probably will. That's my hope, anyways. Can we get a Maelstrom? Like, I'm all for you Maelstroming. I'm trash down, right? You're the one that's struggling on the trashing front right now. Okay, we're going to want to put another Silk Merchant in, just because now with the Flourishing Trade buy, that's pretty appealing. I'm almost tempted to just like buy gold with it. I guess we have 3 buys, so this could also be like Silk Merchant, Poet Silver. Pretty okay. I mean, I kind of prefer the silver to, you know, anything else. The goal would be like going after Ghost, which I just think is so unnecessary. Looking at how my deck is working, and also considering, you know, everything else. I say ambiguously. Just because, like, now Wisp draws silver, which is fantastic. Wisp draws, Poet draws silver. Like, these are things that my deck does, which are, you know, pretty appealing. I'm just gonna slam Poets. Maybe. I don't actually know the right order to play these things in, which means I'm probably gonna get it like completely wrong every time. I want to burn a villager to get an extra buy, and then Exorcist the Silk Merchant probably. So, continuing my trends, this can be what? Poet Silk something? Poet Silk Silver, Poet Silk Gold, Poet Silk Pendant. I don't know if there's a real... Well, the advantage to Pendant over Gold is that I don't spend a coffer on it. I'm just also not like so convinced it's not just that silver still isn't just better. Right. Or maybe another silk. Yeah, maybe we put the Pendant in. I'm trying to figure out like how to build payload the most effectively. Do it that way. Yeah, I'm definitely taking Wisps over Imps at this point. I wonder if you're just gonna take like the last 3 Poets. I mean, they're pretty good. I just wanna keep pushing my deck power up, more so than really anything else. Dude, am I gonna get Maelstrommed? That's gonna suck. I could get double Maelstrommed. That would really suck. Okay. I'm gonna get the Galleria. It's gonna get you Poets, it's gonna get you Silk Merchants. I just don't know that it's overly necessary. I mean, I'm trying to play this like fairly conservative on a number of fronts. Okay, so how many villagers are we burning for buys? 2? Probably. And I'm going to Exorcist this one. I mean, I just want to go up and buy provinces. Like we can take, you know, Silk, maybe double Poet Province. Or Silk, Poet Province. I don't think your Gallery is gonna entice much. I'm constantly scared of getting Maelstrommed. Yeah, let's just take this to Poet. I think it's fine. Like, what's your how are you piling with Galleria? If you pile with Galleria, I don't see it. I don't see it. I can get you more Poets. I can get you 5 costs Pendant. Maybe. duchies. I may pick one up this turn. I don't know what my village situation is really going to be after it. You seem to be hitting seemingly an equally large number, which is a little bit frightening. Maybe the province was out of line. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you keep building, what happens? Hard to say. Maybe underdoing this a little bit. Trying to think, like, what does a Galleria do for me? It maybe gets me more penance. It could be good. Well, I think I can also just kind of buy them. You know, like we take 2 provinces and a pennant this turn. I'd be pretty happy with that, I think. Burn one villager for the buy. What am I doing? I can't do 2 provinces and a pennant. Well, no, I can. And then I'll have 1 coffer left. And then what? I mean, certainly have enough to reach. Let's see, pennants give 3. So if I take 2 of them, what happens? No, I'm going to want at least 1. It's basically a question, is this province or is it pennant? So if it's province and I'm hitting 17 next turn, which seems okay. Maybe not amazing. If it's pennant, I'm hitting 20. No, more than that. I mean, I could triple province if I bought pennant. That's the incentive, is like, you can't double against that. Although you'll surely know that. The question would be like, I guess I need a Galleria just to be able to, like, get the duchies. That sounds reasonable. That's just as many coins, so I still hit my numbers. Yeah, okay. I mean, I want the theory to be like at some point I draw better, but I don't think that's really the case. I certainly have a triple province in this deck. Just like what? We're looking at 6 poets over there. I'm not drawing better. Reduce a bit more plus buy, but that actually doesn't really matter because of the Galleria. Well, maybe it does. I don't know. There's also potentially, like, if you go after the duchies rather than the provinces, I could potentially pile something over there. Like, I have, 24 coins that I can produce this turn, I think. So that's like 6 duchies. Or 3 provinces if you go that way. Like, province duchy is maybe your way to go? I don't know. On the greening side, at least, province duchy seems like the way to go. Maelstrom me. That'd be annoying. Lose a copper, suddenly can't hit 24. It'd be funny at least. I guess you've buy-limited yourself. So this is not going to be a double province unless you're going to undo. Glad I got the Galleria. It really gives reach on the duchies. I wonder if I should have gotten like 2 Gallerias instead. If I get 2 Gallerias, I could take like, I don't know, some Exorcists and have lots of buys. Might have been a good idea. Yeah, it would have been a better idea. I think I might have been able to win had I done that. Yeah, far-fetched still. The thing is, like, if you don't score here, can I just triple province and be happy with my position? I mean, I can take 6 pendants, so that better come with a point lead. I mean, I fully expect it will, but we'll see. I mean, I can't take 6 pendants if you maelstrom me afterwards, but you go like duchy maelstrom. Oh, I don't have to trash the copper. I can trash whatever else. Silk. Most likely, actually. Alright, never mind about all these maelstrom plans. They're terrible. Hope I can actually hit 24, 19. Maybe I can't. Like 13. And I added 6, which gets to 19. Now I can't hit 24. Never mind about the 6 pendants. Should have bought a copper or something. Yeah, kind of messed up this end game, I'm gonna say. I should have gotten a second Galleria over the 1 pennant, and okay. I can only take 5 duchies, but do I? We'll see. Oops, do that. Well, this is bad. My God. I wasn't supposed to be able to dud. Well, I should have discarded the 2 copper so I could play the Hound. Jeez. What are we doing here? A province. I wonder if you can take 6 duchies. Probably. Yuck. My province Galleria. I'm not going to maelstrom you aggressively. Probably not. Yeah, I guess Province Galleria. Well, that stunk. Well, I guess it didn't matter what I bought last turn. That's the good news. The bad news is I'm probably going to lose, like, automatically as a result of this dud. I mean, maybe you have issues too, but I doubt it. You don't have anything to play with that imp. Okay. No, you did. You still had a villager afterwards somehow. Well, this is ungood. Very ungood. Although it's the end of your turn, so I kind of doubt that anything that amazing is happening. Like, you didn't get to 21, you don't have the buys. So we at least both had partial duds, even if both seemed a little bit unlikely, I'm going to say. At least I thought both of them were unlikely. I thought mine was more unlikely anyways. I mean, I still have a triple province if I draw completely, although without, like, all of the grease of everything. I don't know how likely I am to draw again. I mean, I saw most of my stop cards last turn, so I have to assume that I'm good for drawing this turn. I hope. I'm also kind of subtly eyeing the estate pile here. I don't know how subtly, but dungeon does not get you buy from Galleria, because it only costs 2. It's very strange. Okay, I can do 5 duchies, for sure, if I draw. So this is going to end up being another case of, like, Last turn, it was not actually the case that if I drew, I won. But this turn it is. There's going to be an undo right here is my guess. Are we going to add more pendants? This turn if I draw, I mean, I don't necessarily even need to get the duchies. I think 3 provinces probably would win the game also. Yeah, maybe not. I wonder, like, even if I drew last turn, like, Province Galleria seemed like a perfectly reasonable thing to do. Okay, we can get the dungeon over the shuffle, which is really good. Neither of those is going to be useful to winning this game. Play Silk. Okay, I appear to be fully drawing. What is that last card? It's a Pendant. I should probably draw it. Play both of these, pile the duchies. That seems like a reasonable course of action. Or I could pile provinces. It's a big decision. Truly. I like doing provinces better. Like, we're gonna have enough 3 piles this game, right? Alright. Or this match. Alright, that was my start, so it's a good thing I won it. Which one's this one? This one's the action one, right? Yeah, okay. Ways to discard tunnel, rustic village. That's definitely good enough that you are still going to play with gold buying because it's the plus buy. Huh. Unless you want to get to Apprentice pretty quick, there's your trashing. You have this really good gold printer, Rustic Village Tunnel, for your apprentices, and for just, like, producing money. Yeah, that one's gonna mess with me. Like, you can just gain Artisan to your hand. I mean, I'm gonna totally botch a endgame on this one. Like, if I was messing up last game, this game, I'm just gonna, like, do something really stupid because of Kind Emperor. What are we starting anyways? Like, does Rustic Village Silver have any reasonable chance at hitting 5 more so than just Silver does? I guess it splits stuff, what, 4-3, not that or 5-4, not that really matters with Alms. Gives you a little bit of extra cycle. I can imagine opening Rustic Village Silver. I mean, I want the Apprentice pretty badly. Getting the first Kind Emperor seems really good. Just gonna say. You know, you play a Rustic Village, you put an Artisan into hand, and wow, that sounds so good. You just open double Rustic Village. Go hard after Kind Emperor. Probably not. As you can also horse Rustic Village if, like, I don't know, something happens where that's the way that you're going to hit 5. I don't know that you really want to put 2 silvers in this. Well, Storyteller is some of the draw also, in addition to Apprentice, so I don't know if that's actually true. Anyways, I think I've settled on Rustic Village Silver. I'm sure that's a 2-5 over there, and this Alms is just a precursor to winning the game, but we'll hope it isn't. Like, I'd totally open Apprentice Rustic Village. Sounds so good. Okay, now it's a double Alms. Devil's Workshop, huh? I don't think so. I think we want to hit 5. Okay, if this draws an estate, we get Apprentice. And otherwise, we get Artisan. Artisan's a good card, I think. Ooh, please have another Rustic Village, but not a 3rd. That would be fantastic. You just don't play it. That's the deal. You're gonna have a 3rd. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna get this Artisan, which is fantastic. I guess we just want, like, I mean, we need to get tons of Rustic Villages because we're going to have so many Artisans, right? Huh. May have not done the best thing ever here. Starting to think. Like, you want all of the villages you can, because you're going to have so much Artisan that it doesn't really carry too much appeal to, like, not have villages. Yeah, so I'm gonna need those last 3 villages, like, right now. Could be tough. You know, if we just gain one, or I'm sure we gain the Artisan. Gosh. You know, I don't want it to be I want it to be Apprentice, but I feel like, given the whole situation, no, it needs to be Apprentice. If I end up with too few villages, I end up with too few villages. I think I've lost this game. Be honest. Oh no, you're returning rustic villages. That's good of you. Honestly. I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of you returning the villages. Because I think they're the most important thing in the world. I've totally changed my tune about this game. I could take an apprentice here, having said that. Probably not. Like, you don't need tunnels to be feeding the Artisan. Plural. Or feeding the apprentices. You can do it with Storyteller, or rather with the Artisan if you really need it too. Whatever the thing is that I'm actually trying to say here, that's what I mean. Storyteller also messes up Alms. Not that I think that really matters at this point, but no, it really messes up Alms. That's going to be a really big problem, because I'm just going to end up with like all of these villages, which are amazing. I must say. Remember that we can't Alms this turn. Which makes these discards a little bit less tempting. I have another Artisan, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. There's a little bit of a scare. I guess. In that things are going to pile really, really fast now. Really fast. We may end up apprenticing some of the villages. I'm a little bit light on draw, I guess. And I could work with whatever. I just kind of want to deny you the ability to play a lot of Artisans. That's the hope, anyways. Although clearly you're still able to play at least 3. I just want to be able to play more. May have misinterpreted this a little bit for how the game's actually gonna like go from here. I don't know. We'll find out. I wonder how many villages I have anyways. Like, do you have another one still? Probably. I'm probably not denying much of anything. I gotta produce some money. If I manage to draw enough, I might be able to do like treasure maps for a quick boost. Also. It's for plus buy. Decent. Oh, there is another rustic village. Yeah. Maybe in a bit of trouble here. Thinking. Yeah, I just have to. I mean, I have to do this now because I don't need all the villages. It's kind of just getting them from denial, which seems like it may not have been the best idea ever right now. Trash another village. Okay. There's a Storyteller in there, which I would have really liked to have, had. Right now I'm feeling some amount of pressure to, province. Gold in there that I'd really like to draw. How much is in there? Like three cards? Or more than that. Huh. Whoops. Thought it was more. Well, we can Artisan a Pendant or Artisan a gold mine and stick the Apprentice on top. Mostly we can stick the Apprentice on top and buy province. Or stick a Storyteller on top. We can just get Pendant, stick the Apprentice on top. By province. There's 2 coppers in there, which makes this a little bit scary. Maybe we put the Storyteller on top instead, just to make sure things work. That's a little bit tempting. Yuck. Well, I'm glad I put a Storyteller on top instead of Apprentice, so I don't know that we're not just going to horse it. Are you going to win? Probably. Somehow. I don't know. Probably not. I don't feel at all good about this game. Especially staring at this hand. And I don't have much gold, relatively. I mean, I could have much gold, relatively, but I don't. I need to have a really good drawing turn. I'm going to take Artisan, maybe gold mine. I'm tempted to just keep taking Artisans. Like, at some point I gotta start drawing, I hope. Maybe not. I mean, I don't have the tunnel power. I think I'm gonna take Artisan just because, like, if I draw something reasonable off the top here with Storyteller, I'd kind of like to Apprentice one of them. Just not worry about anything else. I want another tunnel this turn. If I could only draw, I would be doing really well. Which is maybe just kind of not something that my deck actually does. Because I put too much emphasis on Artisan and not enough on drawing. Yeah. I kind of misinterpreted what this game was going to be about. That's my view on it. Yeah. The tunnels are just so much more efficient than Artisan gaining stuff to Apprentice, which was basically all I was doing last turn, right? So you're gonna have to figure out how to get up to like a triple province this turn. That's so not happening. Maybe. On the other hand, maybe I can... No. It seems like maybe I can quad. Maybe if I apprentice the province, and then I lose because I don't have enough points still, probably. Like even if I draw everything, get to tunnel a number of times. Triple province, huh? Okay, well, I think there's some world where I can beat this. Probably taking an apprentice. I have what? 4 artisans? It's gonna take a lot of money, but we might be able to do it. You don't take a green card here. I'm taking apprentice, and I'm apprenticing a province. We're just gonna go for it. I don't think there's any real thing left to find out otherwise. If you do take a province, I'll have to think. I'm gonna probably take an artisan. Yeah. We can also kind of hope for a dud next turn, although with Kind Emperor, that seems completely impossible. I'm going to take Apprentice anyways and Apprentice the Storyteller. If you take this province, that'll probably be the move. I'm going to say quad's probably completely out of the question, but we're at least going to try. Like 3, okay. Okay, so... Can I quad? Maybe. Can I quad without trashing the province? Yeah, I don't know. $24. Trying to think, like, okay, so one artisan is gaining tunnel. That's bringing me up to 4 points. Then I need 4 provinces, which means the other 3 are gaining gold mines, and I would be short a point. Okay, so we can't be trashing this province, which is not ideal. For sure. Okay. We also can't be seeing Artisans this early in the turn. I need to find an Apprentice bad. I guess I have the ability to trash one of these things. No, I don't, because I need to gain the tunnel. I'm gonna need 5 actions. Yeah, I guess so. Kind of running out of draw here. I also just, like, burned my ability to gain gold. So actually at this point I'm just gonna hope for a dud, which can't actually happen. I'm realizing I just burned my ability to gain golds. So, we're gonna need some gold mines. I mean, I'm gonna want another tunnel in the deck. You can just gain Apprentice. There's like zero things that'll actually prevent you from winning here. I'm trying to like even fathom what it would look like. I'm gonna gain 2 duchies. Two duchies in a province, maybe. I'm gonna try to Tormentor you. I don't know what that'll do, but at least throw it in and see what sticks. Woo! Tunnel to Estate. Amazing. Okay, province. I mean, I can probably just take 2 provinces. Like, if you take 3, if you take 2 of these things, I probably lose anyways. Right? 14. Yeah, okay. Just take 2 provinces. Again, I can't even imagine what would have you be dudding. That is not looking promising. Okay. Yeah, that's game. Alright. Yeah, I misinterpreted that board. Pretty badly. Gotta say. Oh well, these things happen. Alright, on to another one. This has everything you could want. There's plus buy with rope. There's a village in Daimyo, and there's draw, so... Yeah, I guess there's some question around familiar. I don't think it's any good, really. I mean, we're gonna open rope Lackeys, and then I don't see where we're getting potion, because the next is 4/4, and I'd kind of like that just to be like rope, or rope double Lackeys. So yeah, I guess we kind of actually there's some appeal in silver mine. That's actually what we'd really like to have is a silver mine. First you can gain ropes, and then like eventually maybe it'll gain you potion for familiar. So that looks really good. I don't think it like pushes you to not be opening rope or anything, but I could like at least see justification like a Smithy Lackeys or Smithy Silver. Just because of the appeal of Silver Mine. You may also get a shuffle triggered with the rope. I guess. Lackey's Silver Mine would be an amazing open. Like, that's just straight up game losing on this side. Though the fact that you played the coppers one by one is indicating that there's probably another one hiding there. We're being real. It's not like it affects my open at all. It's just, you know, facts. Okay, good to see this turn. Maybe. Yuck. Well, we're hitting 5. That's alright. For Silver Mine. You are not hitting 5. That's good. That was actually a decent draw. I just would have liked to have found, I don't know, the rope, and then we could trash an estate, and then we'd be, you know, doing whatever here, but whatever. It's alright. Silver Mine, more like whatever it is you make rope out of. Hemp mine. It's kind of weird. It could be a hemp rope. It could be like a nylon rope. It's a nylon mine. Oil well. Don't mind me. I'm just spitting stuff because I don't know what. It's early morning and it's raining, and I don't know how any of this stuff works. Alright. I could take another Silver Mine. Could take a Smithy. At some point we're like going to put Daimyos into the deck. I could take a Forum. That would be with the idea that we're really going to try to find the Silver Mine. There's some temptation there. I don't think I really need a second Silver Mine. Well, maybe I do. Yeah, let's add the Forum. Could put a Daimyo in with it. How good is that? Not very. It's just not very good right now. Okay, this will be a Silver Mine. For sure. Okay, we found the Silver Mine. That's basically all that matters. I don't want Windfall soonish. We go like Rope, Lackeys, Daimyo. Will I still hit a number, or will I still hit 5 if I do that? Yeah, I don't know. Lackeys, Daimyo, Rope, Daimyo. How much money do I have in deck anyway? I still have the 7 coppers. That's going to reduce down next turn probably to 5 coppers. I have 1 rope. Adding a rope back. We can do it. Rope Daimyo. Certainly make me draw. I don't think I really need the Windfall next turn. You could also just kind of skip a copper, trash. You also gain a silver, potentially. I really feel like I need the Windfall in right now, which I kind of don't. Like, I feel like I'm ahead enough that I don't need to be that aggressive on the payload front. I go rope this turn, that's probably fine. I also don't know if I'm actually drawing deck. It seems actually semi-unlikely. I guess I am. Give me. Okay, we could take a silver for Windfall. I don't really think that's necessary or maybe even good. As opposed to just like doing Lackeys Daimyo here. Go into 4 debt again. Maybe this turn I don't know. We do take the silver this next turn. Probably not. Do I even need the Windfall? Another interesting question to contemplate. Do I even need the Lackeys? Could just take Daimyo. I'm gonna skip 1 copper trash this turn. Your Daimyo missed. I am vastly ahead. Vastly. Okay. We're going after it this turn. Okay. This way we can like full on super dud. Somehow I top decked this estate. That's like astounding. Like play 3 Daimyos and then have nothing. That's what's totally happening right here. No, that's not what's happening. I guess Silver Mine is doomed to gain silver. I guess we could take a familiar. It's actually kind of tempting. Let me just. I just don't want to count this. It's most of it. Okay, so if I take a potion, I can go like familiar Lackeys Daimyo. That seems pretty okay. Forum Lackeys Daimyo if I'm really worried about drawing. Or Windfall. Windfall again. Windfalling again actually sounds maybe a little bit better. I'm going to try this again. I don't think the familiar's doing me much. So like we'd take a silver and we'd go Forum Lackeys Daimyo plus Windfall. Smithy Lackeys Daimyo. I mean, I do have more plus buy, which is a really good thing. Definitely trash any and all copper from here. Cleared your estates. No, you're still carrying one. Do I have that you don't? Oh, forum. Seems good to have a forum. I'll take the familiar this turn, probably. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass to trash curses, but I think getting up to a lot more money was more valuable. Like at some point, you're just gonna draw. That allows this turn to be like forum, familiar, provinces. Plus, I think I'm carrying 2 more Daimyos. Like I played 3 last turn, so all seems pretty good. How many coppers did I have? 4. Just thinking I probably don't want to trash the last copper. I'm sad that I pointed out the potion thing to you. I just went, look. This is how potion works. What's in there, like 2 lackeys? We are doing familiar, alright. Two forums in a province. Like, that's what I'm seriously tempted by. This Monument province. 2 forums, Monument, Daimyo. Also a possibility. I don't really think I need to be greening against you. Let's just try to stay consistent. Fine. I wonder if I can target those. Probably not. We'd have to like play a Daimyo awkwardly. That's no good. My expectation is that the curses never disappear. The other thing is you can't take either Daimyo or Lackeys without a lot of green, which is good because you kind of do need Lackeys. I have the 3 buys. Right. I guess I have to expect that you're able to triple next turn, which does put me in a little bit of an awkward spot if you were to like double this turn. Yeah, this +6 debt. But if you only leave yourself with 1 villager, are you really going to go anywhere? I don't know. Three buys. Not good. You can Lackeys double, but I don't actually have to worry about a quad at all, so that's nice. For sure. Do Smithy 3 times. Familiar 3 times. Maybe a little bit better. Yeah, that silver mine was so good. Okay, 1 province at least. And I could just triple province plus maybe like a Lackeys. That seems fine. Right. That's totally in range too. I hope. I mean, you're free to take 1 Lackeys this turn, but you think you almost have to. I don't know how well your deck's going to do without. Be a little bit careful about curses on my side. Don't give too many this turn. I mean, I'm just going to take a more massive point lead this turn is my intent. Okay. Could trash the potion. I mean, it's points, right? Five Daimyos. I can't do anything with those. I could top deck 1. No, I can't top deck 1 and still Daimyo the Monument. Which is definitely the intent. Okay. I wonder if I could have played that turn a little bit better. Do I even need this silver? Probably not. What am I buying this turn? 3 provinces and a Lackeys? That doesn't leave anything in range for you, I don't think. I think you stick 4 Daimyos on a... thing. Alright, you stick 4 Daimyos on a... familiar. You could empty curse and then take province Daimyo. There's a theoretical possibility of this. Is it something that I need to worry about? Like, am I taking 3 provinces and a duchy plus whatever forums? 29. Guess I'm taking 3 provinces and a duchy. Oh no, province gives me an extra thing. Okay, I can just do 3 provinces and a Lackeys. Because... No. If you do have this amazing draw, is there anything I can do about it? Like, I'm going to be minus 5 points. So 21. 3 provinces gets me to plus 14 on you. So if I add a duchy, that does defend against it. But there's still the question of should I even be defending against it? Probably. Okay. I think I should be defending against it. I'm also good like double duchy here. No. Yeah, let's not find out. Okay, wouldn't have happened, but as I say, best not to find out. See if this duchy just completely messes me up. I think my deck's probably consistent enough, although there's a lot of crap in it. Be a lot happier if this duchy were a silver, for sure. Okay, that's nice to see. That's very nice to see. That's fine. Okay. Easiest way to win this game is to draw, so let's try to draw. This is probably enough as is. Okay. Alright, well, we didn't get the full turn, but it ended up being fine enough. Alright, good to win the starts, especially ones that you get unfathomably lucky with. I think we need a new table. Okay, it's your start. You take a table. You built a table. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Or it needs to be on the other server. I don't know. No, this is the dead one. See your start. I'm gonna wait for people to filter in. Well, the one person that matters is here. Alright, we're back. On this board in which there is no village. Yeah. I mean, I guess we're gonna start Silver Salvager. I want to say the Salvager is probably better than Priest. No, it's not. I was gonna say I think the Salvager is better than Priest, but that's just so not true. Like, both of them can represent plus buy late in the game. So that's there's tons of plus buy because of Enlightenment. Never mind. Highway is like maximally important, and yeah. You even want to try to draw a little bit with imps, I guess. Anyways, our start's going to be Silver Priest for sure. In that case, I want to pick up like one Sentry, probably, before going into highways. I don't even think you can, I mean, I don't know if you can really afford to be taking tea houses. To be honest. I mean, you'd like to have Enlightenment activate, but the highway split seems so important that the tea house probably comes later. Unless you're having, like, major troubles hitting your numbers or something. Okay. Silver, priest. Okay, this is why we have a priest instead of a salvager. Just take another silvers, fine. I'd rather have it be a devil's workshop, but so be it. I'd really rather have it be a devil's workshop, but so be it. Seeing Sentry now is really good. We'll really hope that it doesn't pick up an estate. If I can't trash estates, then we're just dead. Okay, looks like we're opting for dead. Do I really want another silver? Probably not. Oh man, this is bad. This is bad. I don't know if we actually want the Devil's Workshop before the highway. Huh. I really don't need another silver in this deck, you know? I think I'll go highway first. Man, that was bad. This game's not going well. Discards Devil's Workshop. This will probably be highway. I might take another Sentry just because my trashing's been so not amazing. Maybe. I might just take highway. I guess it kind of depends on what you do here. If you take a highway, I gotta just start taking them, because there's no way to win without 5 highways at least. Really, you gotta have 6. Or if you have 6, you just win, so we can't really let that happen. Interesting. Another Sentry. I actually trashed just as much at this point, I guess. No, I've actually trashed more. Huh. How badly do I need to be thin? Not very badly. Let me just take a tea house. Like, if we trash out the estates, we're good. Just a matter of how long it takes to get there. When I take tea house, that will help me get highways, and it will get me towards Enlightenment, which is really good if I'm not able to trash anymore. Or we could just take the highway. Because the split matters so much. I don't have a good feel. Well, I'm glad it's not a Sentry, that's for sure. Like, if this were a Sentry, I'd still be sad. So, at least I'm not sad. Okay. Do we want the Devil's Workshop? Probably yes, now that we have the highway in deck. Now we can start getting, like, double highway on turns. Well, it looks like you're doing alright for yourself also. I don't necessarily want to be, like, trashing out tons of copper. also. It's like at some point you do need the treasures for your deck to, like, you know, work okay. Just because of Way of the Monkey. That's my interpretation anyways. The goal here is get 2 highways. For sure. Dismantle seems iffy. I guess we just leave the highway on top. Like this. Because, like, this gets me what I want, which is 2 highways. Monkey this. What am I doing if I monkey this? Well, if I don't monkey it, I'm still buying highway. Yeah. And if I monkey it, I'm buying what with it? Garbage. That is going to be a highway buy, because you cannot do without. No, it's not going to be a highway buy. Okay, I'm about to get more of the highways than is reasonable. So next is get Tea House. And get Enlightenment activated really quick, or as quickly as I can. I've basically won this game at this point. At least my interpretation of this game. We'll just go like double Tea House or Tea House. I'm gonna go Tea House plus Tea House. I don't know. Tea House Imp. I mean, I might have an issue if you start just like taking lots of provinces, but I think I can contest well enough. And we'll have the Enlightenment eventually. If you're single provincing, I'm probably okay. If you're doubling, I think I'm still okay, because like the last turn can just be like however many duchies I need. Or however many provinces, as the case may end up being. I mean, we want to take another Tea House, I'm good with that. I'm going to take like distant lands. Monkey this, 2 provinces and an imp. I mean, that seems fine. Enlightenment gets activated next turn, or do I want to trash? I could trash and go double province that way. Like, how much plus buy do I actually need? It's better to trash. I think the second province was maybe a little bit questionable, just given the Enlightenment situation, but it's alright. Should have all the buys I need. Actually, I think that second province was extremely questionable. Like, lose the game level. I should have trashed the Devil's Workshop is what should have happened. Just taken one. That was a bad move. That's a little bit overconfident in my deck. Okay, there's a lot of overconfident in my deck. I think we'll probably live. If I dud, it's my fault. Well, I may not be carrying enough treasure. I was trying to think. I went down to 3, which means I only get 5 buys. Yeah, I definitely should have trashed the Devil's Workshop last turn. Well, I'd be in the same situation points-wise, I guess. Double province. I think triple's out of range. I hope triple's out of range. I really hope triple's out of range. What's in there? Like, 2 provinces, a priest, silver, 2 coppers. Yeah. You can go double province duchy. I should be able to still beat that. If I draw. I mean, I'd be in a better situation had I trashed the Devil's Workshop, right? Because I'd have some ability to draw on. Really lucky to see this imp right here. And I totally, there was like 0 points in trashing the copper last turn. It's actually just like worse than not doing so. Okay. Well, if we draw, we're fine. So hopefully we'll draw. Okay, this is a good sign. I guess I'll hold the silver. Worst case, we can always move past it. It's fine. I believe. Can I not count? Like, is this not enough? No, it's fine. Okay. I could have played the end of that better, but I played the start of it, I think, substantially better by getting the highway earlier, going hard after those, not getting Dismantle, a number of other things. Okay, to my start, which has... oh god. 5 costs. It has major 5 cost happenings. Ooh, I have a 2/5. That is maybe not actually very good. Yeah, maybe not actually very good. I mean, we're gonna open Margrave. What I'd rather be doing is like buying Sailor and then gambling, I think. Just a thought. 3/4 is not amazingly appealing, like you probably go Silver Sailor, and I guess you're still probably pretty happy about that. Mountain Folk looks... I don't know. Maybe you'll do it. There's not a lot of consistency in this board. Like you have to go Sailor... I mean, you have to go Sailor and trash down a lot. That's most of the consistency in this board, is you just get really, really thin, and that is pointing me towards Guildmaster being a decent thing. Although your opponent's playing enough Margrave, you should be kicking off every turn. Right. You do want University eventually, for sure. Like getting lots of Margraves, lots of Specialists looks, especially lots of Specialists looks useful. And it gives you pile control. So that's probably fine. Last game playing the 1T house was actually really bad. I should have been playing highways so I could have gotten up with more plus buy. Fortunately, I didn't need it. I carefully calculated out that I only needed 4 buys. That's totally what happened. Okay. This will be Sailor. And I expect this to be Sailor for you also. Interesting. Well, it could be Potion. Like, we can potentially gamble into it and buy Uni next turn if we don't draw it. Whereas the Sailor, that's not entirely true. Right. On the other hand, Sailor is really nice. Yeah. I'm gonna go this way just because I can't draw it dead, and I'm going like 2 cards into these 6. Like a 1/3 chance. It'll be fine. Okay, gamble as much as we dare. Apparently it's that much. I'm just gonna gamble. I don't really want silver. This needs to have a Margrave going into it because I'm about to shuffle trigger. Do not like not having Sailor, but that's where we're at. Apparently I'm going to try to draw it out first, which is so bad. Not like so bad, but like not the most amazing idea ever. The other thing I guess we could do is we could put a Guildmaster in. And, like, try to gamble into it. What's in there? Like 3 coppers, 3 estates? Yeah. I don't think that's so likely. I can't. Well, I mean, we'd play the Margrave. If we were to see it. The main point is I need to be able to clear deck. Next turn. So a Margrave has to go in. It's not even like, even for the attack, it's just I need to be able to clear deck. Shuffle, whatever we want to call it. Okay, we finally drew something dead. Do we just gamble? Probably. I don't think silver's that amazing. Okay. I am giving a Sailor in the deck. That is what is going to happen here. It is going to happen. I need a Sailor. It is not going to lead to some pretty turns against Margrave, but the trashing is going to have to happen, so let's make it happen. Hope I get Margrave and draw the uni. Awesome! You see that? Hope you saw that. Do I want to put a specialist in? More so than a second sailor? Maybe. Probably. Yeah, I have what? 3 universities. I have one Margrave in there. Probably actually want to put another Margrave in. Now that I mention it, with this shuffle trigger. We could do double sailor, but like there's 2 unis in there, and yeah. There's a very slim chance that I don't get Margrave this next turn. Take Specialist, take Guildmaster. I'm gonna trash an estate. I mean, look at me. Pretty okay setup. Give me a Guildmaster now. I don't actually know where this game's gonna go. Like, I want to say that the 3 whatever is going to pay off, but let's do that. I've been tempted. Let's see. This does not stay out if I gain a sailor off of it. That was pretty sweet, gotta say. I don't get to trash anything, but it was still pretty sweet. 4 coins. Nothing to sneeze at. Pretty good. Well. I wonder like how bad this turn is. Like what's right here? I have no clue. I don't think there's a Margrave there. I guess I need to put more Specialist into the deck right now. Just considering everything. Like before this shuffle would be nice. I'm gonna gain the last uni. I don't think that's very good. I think more Specialist is just going to be better. The question is that a Margrave? Yes. There's a chance we end up going over this shuffle, which would be kind of annoying. There's a pretty good chance we end up going over this shuffle, which would be kind of annoying. I kind of just want to put 2 Specialists into it. Well, I kind of really want to put 2 Specialists into it. I don't know that it's like I kind of want to... Anyways. I want to put 2 Specialists into it. That's what's going on. Now I'm going to ditch one of the unis. Probably not. This looks like a great turn, doesn't it? Over there. Okay. we have some options. I guess we're going to gain another specialist. We're going to specialist the Guildmaster, play it twice, buy 2 things, certainly. A little bit concerned about continuing to just lower stuff, but what else are we going to do? Maybe like province, state, silver. And I think I'll be happy to have the mountain folk. I hope I find a Margrave. Hope I find more than a Margrave. Hey, I trashed an estate. It's pretty good. If I draw out here and I don't find anything, I'm going to be like nuts. I'm going to go nuts. That's what's going to happen. I wonder how light I am on Margraves. Do we just like put Specialist Margrave in and hope to win? I don't know what else there is to do. I mean, I don't have the Sailor power incoming for the coins, but I hope you're staring at like 4 universities right now and just have no clue what to do with them, or 3 universities. I know I should have taken the estate last turn. Over silver. I think it would make some amount of sense. Okay. I mean, I'm totally going for it, right? Like, we're gonna put Specialist Margrave in here. And we're totally going for it. Okay, well, this isn't gonna work. What could I gamble into? I could gamble into the Guildmaster. I mean, there's no point in not trying, right? Darn. Okay, well, that's gonna be game over, most likely. What is that? What is that, Margrave? Come on. Well, I was gonna lose that turn. Anyways. It just ended up being kind of one of these university garbage boards. I forgot to change player order. Because I'm stupid. Okay, let's try this again. Island Folk, Sycophant. Blech. That's a gross one. Is there any trashing for those? No. Okay. I mean, I want to open Storeroom Potion. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm so, like, underconfident on Sycophant Island Folk, like, how much I need to be grabbing them at, like, madly, and I don't know. There's no trashing here, which means, like, if you get 3, right? No, you need to get 4. You need to get at least 4 to prevent the opponent from getting, like, lots of extra turn. But even so, I don't think we can be opening Sycophant. Like, I think we're just better off opening Storeroom Potions still. You know, get the Apothecary in deck. Potentially get more Sycophants with the plus buy. I don't know. Maybe. Like if you see Storeroom 3 and you miss the Apothecary and you miss the potion, you could just get 2 Sycophants and buy it the next turn. I don't know if that's like... Well, it might be terrible, but... Anyways. Taking the silver over his state was kind of bad, gotta say. Anyways. Yeah, so I think I've settled on Storeroom Potion. You get Apothecary, you get into kind of this draw engine that's Border Village Pilgrim, like plus buy and gold mine Storeroom. Flagship, you can redraw coppers that you discard to Storeroom with Apothecary. It's pretty good. Probably actually don't work with gold mine. You might just go straight after Invasion. You can top deck a Border Village with that. It's also pretty good. I've won 3 of these, right? Yeah. I won my first 2 starts, and then I won the second to last 4 starts. So we're on, like, I would say we're on house money, but like we do need to be. I'm -2 on the season. We do need to be winning some games, or matches, as it is. Interesting. Well, I mean, it's clearly a Pilgrim. That's just interesting. Do I shuffle? Probably not. There is some question there, but I don't think so. Okay, here I am just going to take like Crossroads Sycophant. I have Apothecary Pilgrim on top, which is pretty good. I could take a Flagship, but I actually don't have a village in there, so that kind of lowers the appeal by a lot. I'm kind of sad that this Pilgrim is a Pilgrim and not a Flagship right now, but oh well. We'll try to live. I'm a little bit concerned that you're just going to kind of run away here. Ooh, please don't have plus buy. It'd be hilarious if it didn't have... I mean, you can still top deck Border Village and gain a Pilgrim with it. It's really good. Even it's like Insignia, Hammer. Well, no, you already had your plus buy. Like, it didn't matter. Hammer was just the best one anyways. Gross. I'm top decking Storeroom, probably. Just buy Border Village, Flagship. I think I'm pretty toast. In this game. Just looking over there. Bottom decking the Apothecary plus Pilgrim, the one shuffle, is not particularly useful, I must say. Maybe the Flagship would have just been better than the Pilgrim, I'm not sure. There's a reason I think it would have been. There's a good reason I think it would have been. But you just set up something weird here. I mean, I guess you can probably still hit. You can probably still hit the number. You didn't take a flagship for your next turn. This doesn't look amazing. I mean, I guess you still get like Border Village, Pilgrim on top or something. Or Border Village, whatever, on top. If you get an insignia, I'm gonna cry. Okay. I don't think this is the most over. Let me just kind of do a setup, though. Yeah. Alright. Still not looking good. I think I was overly tempted by taking the 5. I mean, I think it was okay. You just didn't want to bottom deck everything, and I bottom decked everything, so that's what happens when you bottom deck everything, is bad things happen. Well, this looks like an okay turn. We may get places. Oh no. I mean, it was pretty okay. Yeah. Do I want this extra turn? How badly do I want this extra turn? Pretty badly. I have to take this. And definitely don't top deck it. Well, I mean, I just have to go after the turn working, don't I? Man, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Okay, I discard the potion too. Or I take like Apothecary, Sycophant. Or there's something else I could have top decked on the... Do I want 6 or do I want this Apothecary? I think I want this Apothecary. I would have really liked to have top decked it, that's for sure. Take one of these. I think I'm pretty... I thought I had a chance if that island folk turn went well, and it totally did not, as you may have observed. Not finding, any of the draw cards was not the way it was supposed to go. Really wasn't, must say. You having hammer is probably not helping me much, I'm gonna say also. Hammer's a really good loot. Really good loot. My deck power is just like non-existent. I think my hope here is basically that, well, we kind of split the remaining extra turns. I mean, I think you should just take 4 Sycophants, but this turn, but I guess you don't even have to do that. You can take like 2 this turn and then 2 on your next island folk turn, and just, in addition to having better turns than me, have more of them. I mean, I'd go for that. That was a little funky. I thought you had another Apothecary. Yeah, whatever. Invasion. Probably. My border village could have come with a Pilgrim instead of another Flagship. Probably not. I mean, I kind of needed the Flagship, and I was only hitting 3. Spell Scroll. That's so beautiful. It should be a Flagship, I think. Yeah. This buy can be like Sycophant Crossroads. You did not need the second one this turn. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. You managed to get 7 of them, which is no good. No good at all. Maybe I should have just taken 2 on my Iron Folk turn to limit that, but it's not like my deck's working. The other thing I should note is if I manage to double invasion, that does empty the duchies. Or I can empty the duchies, which is alright. And just thinking about, like, if something happens. An empty duchy, maybe get some border village. Which is, in addition to something, like if I get a spell scroll and... I'm starting to fail to see how this works if you don't, like, have a super dud. Oh. I'm seeing how this works. This is like an awful thing that happens with Flagship and Spell Scroll. I mean, you have to play the Spell Scroll. It's just awful, because it kind of screws up this turn for you. So that was actually like the worst loot ever. I mean, I thought Flagship was a good idea too. I'm just gonna point out, like, I did not understand what was gonna happen if you took Flagship there. Either. So, you know. Maybe you just do gold? I don't know. It's pretty gross. Like... You don't end up with your Flagship out, which is terrible. And you don't end up with, I mean, and you're probably doing this thing that you don't really want to be doing. Maybe you take a Sycophant out of it. You know, discard those 2 cards for 3 coins, and then you can take Sycophant whatever. Yeah. I don't know, you need both of them, but sure. Both of them this instant anyways. Anyways, I'm looking at this border village thing as, like, if my deck were actually at all capable of producing 20 coins, something I could potentially win this game with. That said, you will note that my deck is not actually capable of producing 20 coins. So it kind of loses its appeal when your deck doesn't produce 20 coins. I'm a little bit confused by the Storeroom this early in the turn. Like, you still were carrying a Pilgrim. Maybe you're going after a Flagship for it? Like, he could have drawn that, I thought. I don't know. So we can definitely empty Duchy. I don't know if there's something else that can really be done, though. Can I empty Border Village with it? I'm like assuming and you buy an invasion here, which is not actually guaranteed. That's why I'm saying I can definitely empty Duchy. We need both of them. I mean, it would take some turn, but we kind of have to have some turn. Okay. Nope, you're taking that Duchy. That's going to kind of prevent that from happening, isn't it? No, it's going to make it really hard to pile Duchy and win. Maybe we can have a bad turn from you still. Maybe I can have a terrible turn also. Think of that? Anybody think of that? I have another Apothecary. Let's discard 7. Yeah, I mean, we should get through this. Just kind of trying to max out coins here. So clearly I have to be buying invasion. You'll note how I have an insignia. Are we just gonna like empty Duchy? I don't know how this works. Like I have to take the loot. Right. We invasion and then we have 12. Which can be province something, or we can double province, but gotta say, things look pretty grim if I do that. I mean, I'm kind of hoping for I'm very much hoping for a dud turn over there that probably can't happen, given that you put a border village on top. I mean, I don't think there's other options. Yeah. Border Village Pilgrim, probably best. Phora, that works. Province, landing party on top, hope for the best. Somehow think that you don't have 2 turns in a row. Looking kind of grim on that perspective, isn't it? Like, how do you not hit whatever number you need? Okay, looking extremely grim, I should say. Should Pilgrim twice. I don't know. I don't know if there's like anywhere near enough deck instability for you. Like, you have these storerooms, maybe you draw the same crap. There's still a lot of copper and estates and duchies over there, so maybe you like fail turn somehow. What do you need? 16 to win? You probably have that. Just gonna be real. You probably only need 13 coins to win. You need 16 to guarantee it, 13 if you don't get another Endless Chalice. It's not great. Yeah, that gets there. Alright. You have it in hand. I think. No. Okay, now you have it in hand. Yeah. Alright, enough of this. Alright. Well, 3/3 is not the worst thing ever. I don't know that there's a whole lot to do in, to be honest, either of these last two games. I mean, in the university, no trashing things are just awful. I should have taken the one estate. Not that I think it would have made a difference, because I still would have been going for it on that turn. And I don't remember the other loss. But in any case, it was... I can only really remember these last two. I mean, you can't be bottom decking your draw cards. It just, you can't do it, especially a second player, and I did it, so that was kind of that. And I guess with that, I'll see you all